Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and today we are doing a video about midterms. Midterms are coming up for a lot of people in college. Mine are in like a week. Oh god, they're like in a week. But they are coming up, and so I thought it would be a great idea to come up with a bunch of study tips for you guys to help you study better and get more effective ways of studying, because it can be hard in college because there's always constant stuff going on around us. And these tips don't just have to be for midterms, you can use them for finals or any tests, anything that you need. So let's just get into these tips. Let me pull out my handy dandy list that I use for everything. So a lot of times we are just flooded with distractions coming at us from all different directions, whether it be people around you, which isn't a bad thing, or wherever you happen to be, you're just not really getting a free moment to study. What you need is headphones, and not just any headphones. You can't use those basic Apple ones. Those aren't doing anything. You need good headphones, and I'm not saying it has to be Beats. Beats is my example here, but you need good headphones that do some sound blocking out, and Beats I find is a great example. I got these on Groupon for $100, so they were a little cheaper than Beats regularly are, but I find these to just, oh, I can already tell putting them on. Like, if you have the music blasting with these on, if you like to study with music, or even not at all, like, it helps block out that first layer of sound and helps you get more in tune with what you're doing, so you're focused less on the stuff around you, which can be a huge distraction. We're easily starting to talk to someone and we lose focus, where these headphones are going to help you keep on track for a lot longer. A lot of times professors and teachers will do these whole huge lessons that you need to learn, and then they'll be like, by the way, your midterm is on all these readings that you were supposed to be doing, and you did not do the reading. I didn't either. But that is what the test is going to be mainly on, and you need to get through that reading as quick as you can, and sometimes that can be really hard, and I have 2 tips to help move that further along with the reading. The first is to reward yourself after reading a certain amount of pages. So every 10 pages I would say is a good mark. Reward yourself with either a snack, like a piece of candy, or with some social media time. The first 10 pages you get to go on Instagram. The next 10 pages you get to go on Twitter. This is going to motivate you to get through those 10 pages to get to your reward, and then you'll get motivated to go through the next 10 to get to the next reward. It's a cycle that continuously builds, and it's going to help you get through the reading quicker. The second is to skim read, and not like a light skim read of going really quick, but I think it's most important to read the very heavy paragraphs that are information based, and then skip the ones that are very example based. This is of course going to depend on the textbook you have, and of course the courses that you take. Mine are more film based and more creative based, so a lot of times they are including in-depth examples, and I tend to skim them over quickly because I know that typically on a test that's going to be geared towards information, it's not going to take a random example from the book, so you can lightly breeze that over to help you learn the information better, but you're not wasting as much time reading the whole paragraph in depth. This rule is gonna seem kind of stupid, but like not really stupid, and it's to just turn your phone off. Our phone is a huge distraction when studying, because the second it buzzes, we instantly look over, see the text message, the notification, the email, whatever it may be popping onto your screen. You're instantly going to it because your brain is just triggered with that sound, and to get those notifications out, just turn your phone off. And I know it can seem really hard and really taxing and wanting to turn that phone back on, but once you turn it off, it's a lot easier to keep it off instead of just keeping it face down, because if you lift that and put it face up, then everything's just there. But if you're turning it off, then it takes a while to start it up, and by that point you're going to want to be getting back into your work than that time, so you won't start it up, more likely, that's my guess. And on your laptop there are some options and some websites to be able to block certain social media sites so that you can't go on your laptop as well. There's all this stuff because they know we get distracted so easily, so that can help you deter away from that. So many people knock this and they say no, that's too much time, it's too much work, it's not gonna help me. But flashcards are your best friend. Hold up, let me show you my flashcards that I got. I've got yellow ones, I've got blue ones, I have plain white where there's no lines, orange ones, and I've even got these jumbo ones. Like, this is the regular size, this is jumbo, way bigger. Okay, flashcards, you don't have to go crazy like me and have different colors and assortments. I do find they can help you focus more on making the flashcards, but flashcards are so helpful with learning knowledge. My mom used to always say to me, if you ink it, you think it. And so writing in pen, especially on the flashcards, because it's basically like rewriting your notes almost, but only the important information that you really need to know. And it's gonna help you remember that because you wrote it, and then you're constantly gonna go back to that. And a lot of times it's memory based, so you can almost picture in your head what you wrote on that flashcard later on. So you're gonna be able to remember the square index card and what you wrote instead of one whole sheet of paper with everything on it. It's a great way to help remember, a great way to help prioritize information. Flashcards are literally everything. They are everything, but they are amazing, and if you haven't tried them before, you totally should. I will say that flashcards aren't for everyone. Everyone has their different methods, but I will say flashcards is one of the most effective methods. This one doesn't work for everyone as well, but I have found it to work really well most of the times, and that's to get a study group together and get a whiteboard and then play a game of Jeopardy. Per se, it doesn't have to exactly be Jeopardy, but a lot of times people like competition and it gets their brain flowing and helping them learn stuff. So if you're playing a game of Jeopardy against everyone and you just have like a neutral person being the Jeopardy speaker person, then they'll read off the questions and it'll get people wanting to know the answers. And if you don't know the answer, instead of having to just sit there and be like, okay, what's, you know, look it up in the textbook, someone else will shout it out, and if you don't know the reason why or anything, then you can go into depth and explain it and learn more. And I find it a great way, especially with a group of friends, then it can make studying more fun, because sometimes studying alone is so boring and sad and studying sucks. So definitely getting a group together, even if it's one other person, can totally be more helpful and tone down the stress level of studying. And my last study tip for you that isn't really a study tip is to find someone who previously took that class, whether it be a friend or you search on your school's Facebook page, whatever it may be. You are going to get some great intel from this person because they can tell you what the test was like, remind you of some of the more key information that's going to be on it and stuff like that. They could even possibly have the test and give you some of the answers. I don't know. It depends, of course, on the course, but someone who already took it is going to be able to help you so much, because you're currently where they were a semester ago, and the advice that they have and the study tips they can give can definitely help you boost you up when you're studying for the class. So that is it for this video, guys. I tried to make it as quick and not as long as some of my other videos because you need to get to studying if you're watching this video, obviously. So if you liked this video and you liked watching me, then you should press that subscribe button down below. It would mean a whole lot, and I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!